Hello, welcome to today's training. I remember my humble self, Chukwuka, Obeleagu, helping Hands International, touching lives and empowering people. So today's topic, I'll be talking about the inner game. Okay, because I'm a big believer that the battle is won before the war. And according to Usain Bolt, he said that the sprint race, the 200 meters race, he always wins. Is the easy part. The hardest part is the work he has to do on a daily basis, consistently, with the mindset. Okay, with the inner game he has to play for him to be able to be in the right frame of mind to be able to win those championships, those competitions. So it's very important we know this because I believe that part of the number one sabotage we have comes from the mind. It comes from within, and what we have within is what radiates on a how do I call it, on a subconscious level with people. So that's when you're desperate, you pass information of desperate to people and they shy away from you. When you are cool, people relate to you a lot better. So today I'll be dwelling on that inner game, and I will be starting with the question with riding you through the different sections of the topic that I'll be talking on today. First is what is your why. The second is going to be your belief. Next is going to be attitude. Next is going to be habits, and finally, focus. Now, what is your why? Okay, what is your why? I believe this question is trying to understand the reason why you decided to commit your money and decided to commit your time and energy towards helping Hands International. So what is your why? What is your main reason for doing this? What is your main reason of going outside your comfort zone to do this? Is it the money and incentives? Is it the vision? Is it the personal development? Is it the skill acquisition training? Is it the global perspective? Or is it the relationships you build? What is the reason why you're doing this? It might sound a bit simple, but it's not. It's deep because knowing your why helps you when you come across challenges. Okay, everybody knows their why they join this. I know my own why I joined Helping Hands International. I know my why I'm doing this training. Okay, so it's very important to know your why so that it guides you. It's something you call upon when you have challenges, when you're going through tough time, when you're trying to go to the next level or get to the next stage, and you have to deal with a lot of leadership challenges, getting your team members to do as you do, getting them to duplicate, leading people, which is the hardest job to do, which is leading people. So in times like this, what is your why? This is what keeps you focused so that you keep on doing what you have to do on a day-to-day basis, whether there is result or no result, but doing it consistently, knowing that you will get there. Okay, now the why. Okay, the why has to be very important in the sense that all these items and all these things I mentioned here are very important to your why. Okay, because for example, if your money and incentives are your only reason, believe you me, 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, you will quit because there is not more to it than all you think about is the money, and when it's not forthcoming the way you thought it will be, okay, you quit because that's the only reason why you're doing this. Okay, or is it the vision of the organization? I love the vision of the organization because it touches a part of my soul when it comes to knowing that I'm a part of something that is going to empower people. As people are crying about recession, I'm actually giving people an opportunity for them to make a difference in their life. Okay, Most importantly, I love the vision my why for doing all I'm doing is the vision, okay, the personal development, the skill acquisition training, the global perspective and relationship I build. These are the major reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing with Helping Hands International. These are the major reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing by recording this training. The money and the incentives come last. Okay, you can't put the cart before the horse. You have to put the horse before the cart. So there is no way you're going to put the money and incentives first before the vision, before the personal development, before the skill acquisition training, before the global perspective, before the relationship you're going to build. Okay, because these last things I mentioned are going to be the things that are going to touch your soul when you experience challenge. So if you are among those who are just thinking only about the money and the incentives, I beg you please, open up your mind, open up your eye, and look at this opportunity again. If it means going through the whole or getting fresh information about Helping Hands International, please do, because your why is going to build your belief system. Okay? Your why is going to build your belief system. Your belief system is your faith, your confidence, your trust, or your foundation in what you're doing. So, when it comes to this particular topic, okay, your belief is just your foundation, your confidence, or your trust, or your faith in network marketing and Helping Hands International. Okay, and how do you build this belief? You build it by the information you absorb on Helping Hands International. Now, once you're a partner with this organization, mind the information you absorb. If you keep on absorbing negative information, it won't help you. But you absorb positive information related to what Helping Hands International is taking to do, which is alleviating poverty, information related to skill acquisition training, okay, information related to what the organization is doing, even behind the scene, is very important, because when we experience challenges, our belief system is what tells us, hey, I'm not shaking. I'm going to continue rocking my business. The site might be slow. They might be doing some upgrade. It might take a week, 2, 3, or a month. But I'm going to continue rocking my business. I'm going to continue signing people up. Okay, that's your belief system. Now, active participation. Now, most people think active participation is doing Helping Hands International from morning to night. That means you leave your work, you leave your this, because I know most of us are part time doing this part time. You leave your work, you leave whatever it is you do. No, active participation means that you're doing your own part. I set out 1 hour in a day to do this. I'll do my own part. Seminars come up and I'm chance to attend to it. I go to seminars. Opportunities to attend live events where car awards are given, leadership conferences are being organized, and you're given that opportunity. Make sure you attend, because all this build your belief system. Eric Worre is a big believer in events. That's why he throws big events. And John Maxwell just kidding. John Maxwell just keyed in into the network marketing niche and started targeting Houghton Bugs, which is a very electrified network marketer. If you hear him speak, you will catch fire. Okay, so active participation is very important. Also, the books you read. What books do you read? Are you still reading Mills and Boons? Are you still reading the newspaper, trying to find out if there are news for there? All you see that sells are bad news. You won't see any good news that will help you with this, unless you know what you're looking for in the newspapers. Maybe you're seeing captions that you're going to use as you're prospecting to, enlightening people, educating people on why they need this opportunity, that this is what is happening in the economy already. Okay, but most importantly, read books like GoPro by Eric Worre. Read books like from Jim Rohn. Read books from Robert Kiyosaki. At least he has 2 books on network marketing: The Business of the 21st Century and the Business School for People Who Like Helping People. Very powerful books. There's also books on written by McKinnell, like your first year in network marketing. There's also Dream achievers. I love dream achievers. Achievers opened my eyes to how long network marketing has been in existence since 1960 something in the US, and people who have achieved success in it, big time success, and most of them have to go through the challenges you went through, and they have to understand. I have to come to understand that the only way for you to fail in network marketing is to quit. Very funny, right? So the books you read matter. They shape your belief system. The people you hang around with, for Christ's sake, why are you still hanging with that your friend that always drinks beer, cheap beer and alcohol, and always talking trash about you because he believes you're doing a nonsense business? For Christ's sake, if somebody is talking that way about what you do, it's high time you cut it off. Ask yourself, what value is this guy adding to you? Is it the fresh fish that you can't afford? Or is it the beer that you can't afford, or the alcohol, or whatever it is that you think you're getting from that person? I have to I have to pull myself from certain relationships because I know they're not going to help me in my business. They don't join you, they ridicule you, they criticize what you're doing, they call it scam, they call it whatever it is, and you still hang with them and expect for you to achieve same results. Sorry, my brother, you're not going anywhere. Okay? You are an average of 5 people you hang around with. You might not have control over your family because they're already there, you can't do without them. But you can also choose to spend your time with people who are positive minded, people who believe so much you are doing, who so much love the network marketing niche, who so much love being a partner with Helping Hands International. These are supposed to be your friends. And by doing this, you can attract like-minded people to you who are willing to look at what you're doing and say, hey man, I love what you're doing, I love your passion, and I'm willing to join you in this. So, once your belief system is strong, it starts affecting your attitude. Now, attitude is how you react or respond to things within your control and outside your control. It can be related to mindset. Of course, attitude is a mindset thing. And like my former boss in Diamond Bank used to say, attitude is everything. He always hangs this on his wall. Like it's kind of his way of affirmation, positive affirmation. So he always have it around him in his office, anywhere he's going, whether it's relocating his office or not. Okay, but he always believe he's a very very big believer that attitude is everything, and I believe him too. Seriously, I learned this from him, and I didn't even need to let him lecture me on that too. I started seeing things in my life that I know that attitude is everything. Okay, what is your attitude to business? What is your attitude to your team, your upline, your downline, your fellow partners? What is the attitude to your daily activities that you set out to do? What is your attitude to prospects? Okay, attitude doesn't mean you're being cocky when you're talking to a prospect. Okay, attitude is how you choose to build relationship. Because you're focused on building relationship, you now, rather than react to what a prospect is doing, either they don't pick your call or they avoid it totally. Okay, how you choose to respond to that is your attitude. You can either embrace it as one of the things you have to go through, because you have to go through the odds for you to find the even numbers. Okay, so it's part of the process. When you have this attitude that, hey, it's okay, I'm going to focus on what I can control, which is the prospecting, the presentation, inviting, closing, getting your team members started, motivating your team, leading your team. Those are the things within your power. Those are the things you can do. But what you can't control is how a prospect reacts or treats you. Okay, so the only way for you to respond to that is by putting your attitude in check, embracing it, and knowing that it's part of the process. Why? Because we need people to join us. We need people to join forces with us, but we can't achieve that by making enemies with them or by being cocky with them. Okay, I have friends that have already told me no, and I told them, hey, I'll see you in 6 months' time. Maybe by 6 months' time, you would have changed your mind. My goal is to achieve a symbol of success before that 6 months' time, so that they will have a rating. Now, if I made an enemy of them or my attitude was cocky towards them, they won't like to have anything to do with me again. But in this sense, we're still friends, we're still relating, but they are positive minded people. They don't talk trash about what I do. They give me the respect I need and everything. So everything boils down to attitude. Okay? Because when your attitude is in check, your habits start to kick in. Okay? Your habits towards your daily activities start to kick in. Okay, because habits are things you do consistently till they become part of you. I prefer saying part of your DNA. Okay, habits is a factor of your attitude. Like I said, habit is a factor of your attitude. Now, what habits should you as a partner develop? The habits you're supposed to develop are very few things. It's funny how people think, try to spread themselves all over everywhere, and not have, the habits that they need to focus on for them to boost their business. Okay, now what habits are we supposed to have? The basic habits we're supposed to develop, okay, are the basic skills, which is the prospecting skill, the inviting, presenting, closing. No, these are the basic skills. You need to turn this to a habit. Okay, when every time you see me on Facebook, is that I'm creating content for people to get attracted to me, and I hook up with them on social, on chat. Okay, I'm not a consumer, though I do consume some. I do have some people that I follow on social media, but I follow to learn from them and implement what I have learned and use it for my business. Okay, so social media is a very noisy place, and I tend to make the highest noise to keep the attention of people and get them engaged by commenting, engaging in opinion, exchanging opinions on, getting on chats, becoming friends with them till the opportunity comes for me to share my opportunity to them. It's simple. Provide using my opportunity as a problem, as a solution, or when people ask me some trigger questions that enable me to share my opportunity. That way, I'm not pressuring them. That way, I'm not selling to them. I'm not even trying to convince them, because all I need is for them to be open-minded, to let me in so that I can plant my seed in their subconscious. Okay, so reading books too, listening to audio tapes, watching YouTube videos on motivation, network marketing, entrepreneurship. I love YouTube. Who you follow on YouTube matters. Believe you me, I go to my YouTube page, I'm always inspired even before I click a video, because I'm always learning new things. And either I'm learning on entrepreneurship, sales, motivation, a lot of things. Why? Because you need to feed your head, your brain, your mind. Your mind is your garden. You need to weed it. Okay, your mind is your garden. You need to weed it. You need to constantly weed it, fumigate it, and plant new carpet grasses. Okay, plant new beautiful flowers in it, so that it radiates from you and you communicate on a subconscious mindset or subconscious level with other people. You don't know how powerful your subconscious is till you start making some certain decisions, that when you now realize that you made that decision, is because your subconscious kicked in and sideline or subtract your conscious mind. So it's very important we feed ourselves with this. Make it a habit of being always motivated. Okay, then the positive mindset. I can never stop talking about positive mindset. Seriously, I'm a big believer that everything that happens to me in this universe is meant to happen. I don't challenge it. I don't ask God why. Only thing I ask Him is, what am I supposed to learn from this? For you to allow this to happen to me, there's a reason why. Why are you allowing this to happen to me? Okay, it makes you, it transforms you to a different whole level in what you're doing as a person. It makes you become a very experienced person, because you tap into the knowledge of what is happening to you. You tapped into to learn from it, and you used it to evolve yourself and take yourself to another whole new level, that you attract the right kind of people to you. People think attraction marketing is all about doing some tweak online and internet marketing too. Those works. But for you to make yourself a brand that people attract to, you have to become more. Okay? You have to become more so that you can give more. And when you give more, you get in return. Okay? That said, I move on to the final aspect of this, which is focus. Focus. It can never be overemphasized, my brothers and my sisters. Focus can never be overemphasized. To some people, it means following one course until successful. To some people, it means channeling your energy to a particular project or a business. I will take the second. I believe in the first, but I believe so much in the second. Why? Because we all have 24 hours, we all have the same 247, 365. Okay? We all have the same time, the same energy, the same time, but the energy we have, the reason why we are so spent, so tired, is that we focus our energy on the wrong things. And I'm a big believer that what you focus on manifests. Okay? I already know for me to achieve success in what I'm doing, the maximum success in what I'm doing, I need to focus on the basic skills of doing my business. And because I want to play on a whole new level, I'm focusing on branding myself. I'm focusing on making myself bigger than just the money, so that you attract those things. Can't pursue money, you can't pursue success. You attract it to yourself. You have to have something big to give for you to attract it to yourself. Now let's look at the Apple brand or other bigger brands. They are more successful because they believe so much in focus. The Steve Jobs method is simply following one particular track, okay, to achieve breakthrough success. Okay, and that's how they've been bringing up breakthrough products, and now they've recently unleashed the iPhone 7. Okay, now compare that to a Techno, a Journey, or an Itel phone, or anything. You can't compare them because Apple's brand is bigger. Johnny can churn out 10 phones at the same time, for the little market, big market, small market. Apple don't do that. Apple focus on bringing out breakthrough products, okay, they sell exclusivity, okay, and that makes everybody go rushing, queuing up each time a brand new product is up. Even if the economy is down, they still go buy Apple brand. Even if they still have the iPhone 6 Plus or whatever it's called, they still go for the iPhone 7. And believe you me, you still hear about the iPhone 7 Plus and whatever it is they do. So they believe so much in focus, bringing out one breakthrough success, one breakthrough product at a time. We are supposed to focus on that. I laugh and I try to see some of my friends who go about having so much. They join this network, they say they're divesting for Christ's sake. This is not an investment. This is a building business. You build the business and you can only build one. I'm telling you this from experience because I have tried to build 4 different networks. 4. They're not related together, okay? They're separate. They're separate and different products and different services that they render. But I'm trying to build them. But how can you build that kind of, that kind of business when you haven't achieved big time success in the one you're doing? So it's all about following one course. Okay? I'm a big believer in those services, okay? But I can't build with the same network of people that I know. I can't be making friends and telling you, okay, you go to this one, or you go to this one. What am I doing? I'm diluting my network. They won't take me serious. So focus is very important. Now, what should you focus on? Focus on mastering the skills. Focus on leading your team. Focus on helping Hans International vision. This vision is a global vision. People decide to play local, and they say play big. And start to take it beyond the borders of the country, because every country has a poverty rate, and helping us international vision is ripe for it. Because I believe when you think big, okay, you achieve bigger success. Donald Trump is successful the way he is because he chose to build bigger buildings than people who build smaller houses. And he believes so much in shiny things, goes for bigger projects, because he knows that the success, okay, the same amount of energy is going to give him big time success in what he's doing. So it's very important, my brothers, my sisters. Focus can never be emphasized. This inner game is where you have to go to play the game very well before you're able to achieve success. You see, the prospecting aspect of it, the inviting, the present, trying to get somebody to sign up is the easy part. Okay, it is the easy part. Believe you me, it is the very easiest part because it's just a numbers game. But before you can get your ass to go and walk, before you can get your butt to go and walk, before you can move your body and move your spirit and say no to fear and say no to rejection and move and do your work, you have to play the inner game. You have to play the inner game so much, so well that you are in control of yourself, in control of your emotional intelligence, which I'm going to talk about in some of my trainings because it's very key. Rebecca Kiyosaki said, your IQ can save you in school, but it can't save you in the environment. It can't save you in society. You have to play emotional intelligence. Your EQ have to be very high than your IQ. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It's about how you're able to, play emotional intelligence well in your business. And I'm a big believer in it. And I'm seriously, sharpening myself on my emotional, intelligence. So it's very important we know this. The battle is won before there is even a war. So I'm going to leave you guys with these quotes. I believe so much in these quotes, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Okay. So quote number 1 is, what you focus on manifest. What you channel your energy in manifest. If you channel your energy to 5 different networks, you're diluting your success. But if you focus your energy in one and you beef your activity, go 10x on your activities, you compress time. Some people achieve success in this business in 2 years, in 1 year, and it's cool, okay? But I'm a big believer that I can compress it to 9 months, I can compress it to 6 months, based on how I play the inner game, based on how I focus, okay? You can also, and remember, the second quote is this: focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. I see people saying, I hate prospects, promising and failing. I hate prospects saying they will think about it. For Christ's sake, that's not your problem. Okay? That's not your problem. Your problem is doing your own thing. Keep on prospecting, keep on following up. Prospecting makes the money, follow up guarantees the money. Okay, so focus on what you can control. Leave the prospect. You are not in the prospect's pocket. You're not in their life. A prospect may decide to go to the bank to pay money for you, and they may have an accident. They might say, okay, let me do this on Monday. And between the weekend, somebody will call them in their family and say, hey, your mom is not feeling fine. Do you have control over that? Okay, you may have a prospect that decides to join your business and the roof of his house is blown off. Do you kill the prospect? So what do? Keep prospecting. You always have people that will join immediately, the next month, the next week, the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 1 year, the next 2 years. So that's not your job. Your job is to focus on the things you can control, and the things that you can control, and yourself, your attitude, your skills, and you're leading your team and motivating your team. Okay? So another thing again you need to know is focus on excellence and the result will come. Wow. I believe in this so much because I don't worry about the results. Okay, I know I want to make the money. I know I want to drive, the bigger cars. I'm not talking about the first car. I'm talking about the big Santa Fe or the big IS35 Evolution or whatever it is called. Okay, I'm interested in that. That's my vision. That's my target. My target is being on the board of directors. That's how big my target is. But I can't achieve that by focusing on the results. I focus on excellence. I focus on being the best at what I do. I focus on making this a habit that I improve on a daily basis. That I'm always coming up with content. I'm always coming up with stuff that will get prospects attracted to me. That I now build relationship with them and they see value in me. For Christ's sake, 6,600 to drive brand new car, it won't work for you in this time and era. You have to have value for you to share with people. You have to have content to share with people, and that comes from focusing on excellence rather than focusing on the result. Okay, you can see all the results. Okay, I already see the board of directors. I already see the brand new IS35 or Santa Fe that I'm going to drive. But I'm doing reverse engineering on that and looking at what I need to do to get to that point. How do I compress time so that by next year I'm driving that? Okay. Another again, don't pursue success. Attract success because what you pursue eludes you. Jim Rohn is a very big believer in this, and he taught me this from listening to his tips. Okay, and he said this: don't pursue success, attract success. That's the same thing as focusing on excellence. Okay, doing what you have to do so that you attract success to you. Success is like a pretty lady that is always doing shakara, always doing, trying to play hard to get. So how do you do that? Do you do that by spending so much money on it? It might work at times, but how do you know that the lady really likes you? Okay, so how do you do that? By being, you know, being the person that she would like to be attracted to. If you want to have a superstar in your team, you have to be a very big leader in your business. Okay, now focus on the being. Okay, like I just said now, focus on being the right leader to be able to attract the quality prospects you need. Most of us have prospects who just join us just to settle us so that we won't stop disturbing their life. Okay, why? Because you reek of desperation. Okay, you look of being desperate, so they just want you out of their life and just settle your 6,600 because they can afford it. Okay, and they don't want to build a business with you because you don't add more value to them. They don't see you as somebody they can be a part of. So you have to become bigger than just you have to be bigger to attract the quality prospect to you, because they need to see value in you, and they need to see that you're going to impact their life and change their life. Okay, transform their life with the values you're going to add. So it's very important. Then think big. Okay, I'm thinking other countries. I'm no longer thinking about Nigeria. People are thinking within their location. I'm thinking big. I'm looking at how do I create this so that I can build my teams in Jamaica, or establish connection in Namibia, or break outside the borders of this country so that we'll take this to the next place. Man, we're in the global world. Thanks to Mark Zuckerberg and the internet gurus. They made it possible for me to have friends on across the globe. Joshua Vaughn, a lot of them trying to get me into their network marketing business, but man, I'm a big believer in focus, so I'm focused on that. So I have great friends, I have great relationship, and I can talk to anybody or be in anywhere in the globe. Okay, I can be anywhere in the globe just by sitting in my home. Okay, just by sitting in my home. Okay, so it's very important we know this. It's very important we know this. Now, like I said, the battle is always won before the war. It's a mind game, people. It's a mind game. So you guys have to kill, you have to zone in, you have to start pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. You have to start, taming your mind and telling your mind, hey, time for you to start controlling me. It's time for me to take charge. Okay? Feed your subconscious, because comparing the conscious and the subconscious is way bigger. The subconscious is way bigger, and that's why you have to constantly prune it. Okay, prune it by the people you spend time with. Prune it by the people you spend time with. Prune it by the people the books you read, what you watch, how you lead your people, the people you surround yourself with, how you spend time with your family. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you guys for everything you've done so far. For the people who have subscribed to my channel, big thumbs up to you guys. I really thank you guys for encouraging me in doing this, because I believe I want to push people to succeed. Okay, this is one network marketing organization that I'm a big believer in, that I want to see succeed. Okay, I've seen other networks, but I believe in this one because it has a human touch to it. It has a big value that human beings can participate. It has a big touch in eradicating poverty, because one of the reasons we have terrorism on the high side, crime on the high side, is because of poverty. And anything about poverty eradication, I like participating in it. So I urge you to subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends, your team members to subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends who are still prospects to subscribe to my channel, so that I can be learning. Remember, when you focus on educating around and trying to pummel them or pressure them into signing up and convincing them, they will be glad that you gave them this opportunity for them to learn and see that they can actually do this. This is simple, okay? It might look hard, but if you know what needs to be done, if you look beyond the fear, okay, false, how do I call it? False expression appearing real or something like that, okay? go beyond your comfort zone, go beyond the fear, and you find out that this is easy. All you have to do is just have the right mindset and keep pummeling at it and keep doing it consistently on a day-to-day basis, and success will come attracted to you in goosey high heels. Okay, so subscribe to my channel, look at the button below. Okay, you can see beside my name there's a red button, yes, that says subscribe. It's free, it doesn't it doesn't take any money from you. So subscribe. You can also comment, ask questions on how you can become better, because I'm constantly learning. I'm living a life of constant learning, and as I'm learning, I'm also sharing with you guys, teaching you guys what I know, sharing them, because I want everybody in Helping Us International to succeed. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for this. I want to thank you guys for listening, and have a great day. Okay, I love you all. Bye for now.